Hi pre-K families. Today we're going to talk about the two words here, and they are same and different. I know we use these words a lot sometimes when we're learning about math or reading and throughout our day. So when something is the same as something else, that means it's like something else in a way. They're similar. There's something the same about them. Okay? Like look at the picture. Do you see the two apples? They are the same kind of apple. They're the same color, green. They're the same size. They're the same shape. And they both have these little brown stems sticking out. So these two are the same apple. They're just like each other. Now here above the word different, we see this apple. Can you figure out one way that it's not like these apples? How is it different? Yeah, it's bright red. And these two apples are green. So that's one way this apple is different. Did you also notice the little green leaf on the stem? The green apples do not have leaves on their stems. So again, when something's the same, that means that it's kind of like something else. And if something's different, that means it's not like something else. There's something that's not similar, not the same about it. So I'm going to show you a couple more pictures that we could talk about. I'm going to show you some objects from my house that we can look at and talk about what's the same and different. And then I'm going to show you how we can talk about how books are same and different. So for the first picture I want to show you, it's a picture of stamps, because in your packets, I know this week we're talking about mail carriers, and for your mail to get delivered, you sometimes have to put a stamp on it. So these are really big pictures of the stamps we use to deliver mail. So let's talk about how these stamps all look the same first, okay? So if you look at them, something that I notice is all four of these pictures on the stamps, they're all flowers. And I notice if you look closely, all four stamps also have words and numbers on them. Here it says USA for our country, United States of America, and all the stamps have those same three letters on them. All four stamps also have the number 18 on them because it costs 18 cents to buy each of these stamps. And if I look closely at these three flowers, I notice that their petals kind of make the whole flower look a little round. They have a lot of petals, and then the flower has a little bit of a round shape to it. But when we compare it to this flower, and I'm reading the word down here and I see this is a lily. The lily is different from the three other flowers because look how its petals are a little longer and kind of pointier. It also has some green on it here and some kind of orange, and the other flowers don't have those colors too. So that's one way that the lily is different from the other three flowers on the stamps. Let's look at a couple of more pictures. Okay, I have a picture here of two dogs. So when we're talking about how things could be the same, you can notice if things are like each other because they have the same color or the same size or the same shape. You can notice if there are the same objects or things in a picture or book, or you can notice if in a picture or again a book, if the characters or people are doing the same thing. So let's find out what's the same about this picture. Well, these animals are both dogs. That's something that's the same about them. They both look like they're kind of running and playing. They're both outside. They're both kind of the same size too, right? But when you look really closely, you'll notice that there are some things that are different about these two dogs, right? This one has all white fur, and this one has some brown fur on its face. This dog also has fur that's a little bit long, oops, and then this dog's fur is a little bit shorter. This dog has pointy ears, and this dog's ears kind of flop down a little bit. Do you notice another big difference between these two dogs? Is there maybe something one dog has that the other one does not have? Yeah, you're right, the tennis ball. This dog is playing with a ball and has it in its mouth, and this dog does not have a ball in its mouth. All right, let's look at one more picture. And it's of real kids, just like you. Oh, and that's already something that's the same about them. They're all kids, right? There are no grown-ups in this picture, just kids. So let's look at what's the same. Looks like they're all wearing some kind of uniform, a shirt and shorts, high knee socks, and then soccer shoes, because they're all playing the same game. They're all playing with this soccer ball. They all look like they are running towards the ball. And if you look closely at the colors of the shirts, you'll notice that some of them are blue and some of them are red. So something that you can probably guess is, I think these two girls, they're on the same soccer team since they're both wearing the same color shirt. They both have red shirts. So then that would mean these three kids, they are also on the same team since they're all wearing blue shirts. So that's something that is the same about some of them, but also different. What other differences do we see? Some of the kids have short hair, some have long hair. Some of them are tall, and some of them are a little shorter. Okay, now let's look at a couple of objects in my house and talk about how those are the same or different. So, look at these balls. Which balls are the same? Yeah, the two orange ones. They're the same size and shape and the same kind of ball. How are they different from this one? Let's talk about the differences. Well, we can see that with this ball, it's a different color. It's white, and these two are orange. If we look really closely, we'll also see that this ball has like little bumps on it. And these balls, they don't have bumps. They're all very smooth and shiny too. Okay? This ball also has words on it. Do these balls have any words on them? No. So that's another difference between them. Let me show you two more objects. Okay. These are two different kinds of shoes that I have in my house. And if we look really closely, we notice right away that something that's the same about them is they're the same color. They're both black shoes. They're both kind of the same height, right? They don't have heels or anything on them. On the inside, might be a little hard to see, but they both have words on the inside. They both have writing. But, what are some ways that they are different? Well, this shoe has red on the inside, and this one is black on the inside. This shoe has a little bow here and a little tongue. This shoe does not have a bow or a tongue. And you can't feel my shoes, but if you look closely, you can tell these are kind of fuzzy on the inside and soft. And these are not fuzzy and soft. They're just made out of plastic. Okay? So one last thing that we can talk about, the words same and different, are how those words can help us not just with math and with sorting and putting things into same groups, but with talking about books and comparing and contrasting them, talking about how they are the same or different. So I have two books here, and what do you think might be something that's the same about both these books based on the front covers? Yeah, they're both about police officers, but there are many ways that these two books are different. This one is a non-fiction book. That means it's not a made-up story. It tells us information about something. So this book is Police Officer's Health. And another way that we can also tell it's a nonfiction book is that it has pictures or photographs of real people, real places in it. And is that a photograph? No, that's an illustration. That's a drawing of a cat. So that's something that's different about these two books, even though they're both about police and police officers. Okay? So thank you for coming with me and learning about same and different today. Bye, pre-K families.